Welcome back to everyone who's watching Mama Rwagasabo TV. You're going to be with me, Princess Mugisha. Let's start with the news headlines. The mayor of the city of Kigali warns against reckless behavior as Kigali festivals kick off. On the international scene, the Burkina Traore takes over the chair of the AAC, calls for the large-scale operation against the extremists. Sound of the Israeli bombs, hum of the drones, drawn out screams mass in Gaza. Let's take a short break. We'll be back with the news details. Let's start our news details here in Rwanda, where the artificial intelligence is transforming how governments operate and how services are delivered. Public servants are receiving practical introduction to AI, including the opportunities it unlocks, responsible use, data protection, and human oversight. Public servants who have not yet taken the course are encouraged to do so before the end of the month.
Across the world, artificial intelligence is transforming how we live, how we work, and how we serve our communities. From data analysis to service delivery and policy design, AI is increasingly shaping how governments operate. For our public service, this transformation presents both opportunities and responsibilities. AI can help us improve efficiency, strengthen decision-making, and deliver better services to citizens. At the same time, it requires that public servants understand how these tools work, how to use them responsibly, and where their limits lie. That is why I'm pleased to share that a national initiative is underway to train all public servants in artificial intelligence. This training is designed as a practical and accessible introduction to AI in the public sector. It covers key concepts such as what AI is and what it is not, how it is already being used in government, and how it can support everyday work across different roles and institutions. Importantly, the training places strong emphasis on ethical and responsible use. It addresses data protection, privacy, transparency, bias, and the continuous importance of human judgment and oversight. AI should support public servants, not replace them, and must always be used in ways that uphold public values and public trust. This program is intended for all public servants, regardless of technical background. You do not need to be an IT expert to benefit from it. The goal is to build a shared baseline of understanding so that, as an administration, we can adopt AI tools in a coordinated, informed, and responsible manner. Through this training, we aim to strengthen institutional capacity, reduce risks associated with misuse or misunderstanding of AI, and ensure that innovation in the public sector remains people-centered and inclusive. I encourage every public servant to engage with this training openly and proactively. Your participation is essential to ensure that Rwanda harnesses the benefits of artificial intelligence while safeguarding ethics, accountability, and service to the citizens. Together, we can ensure that AI serves as a tool to enhance public service delivery and support our collective mission of building an effective, modern, and trusted public administration.
Turning to the next story, the mayor of the city of Kigali, Samuel Dusengiyumva, has called on the public to drink responsibly, avoid unsafe driving, and adhere to noise control regulation as the year-end festivals approach. The mayor urged the citizen residents and the visitors to celebrate responsibly, emphasizing that life after festivals should continue in a healthy and safer manner. Dusengiyumva was speaking on Wednesday, December 24th, at the start of the Kigali Countdown Fest, which is set 10 days at the Kigali Convention Center roundabout. Dusengiyumva noted that people sometimes become overly carried away by the enjoying to meet ultimately disturbing their neighbors and nearby communities. He stressed that regardless of the nature of the event or fan affair, noise control must be respected, particularly in churches, bars, and other public gatherings. The mayor explained that the new festival aims to bring together Kigali residents who previously sought vibrant, themed entertainment elsewhere. Now let's turn our look onto the story where the new developed public space at the intersection of the Kigali Convention Center, Kigali Heights, and Kigali Alliance Business Center will host a 10-day lineup of entertainment activities during the festive season, city authorities have said. The space formerly as KBC Roundabout was developed ahead of the UCI Road World Championship to serve as a fan zone, similar ground. It now forms a part of the Kigali expanding network of the public recreation areas. According to the City of Kigali spokesperson Emma Claudine, the first day program will run from the evening of December 24th through January 1st. Let's take a short break. We'll be back with international news.
bakiriya bacu beza, Smart Home yahoze ari Danube Home tubifurije Noheli nziza n'umwaka mushya muhire wa 2026. Muri izi mpera z'umwaka tubafitiye promosiyo ya 25% discount plus free selected gift. Urugero, uragura intebe kuri discount ya 25% tukakongeza ameza cyangwa kabati ka televiziyo cyangwa imisego yo mu ntebe. Uragura igitanda kuri discount ya 25% tukakongeza bed cover cyangwa imisego yo ku buriri cyangwa amashuka. Uragura kandi table à manger kuri discount ya 25% tukakongeza ibisorori cyangwa ibyombo. Si ibyo gusa kandi kuko icyo wagura cyose muri zimera z'umwaka muri Smart Home urahabwa igabanyirizwa rya 25 ndetse ugatombora impano ishimishije. Nuguhera tariki ya 8 kugeza 31 Ukuboza 2025. Icyitonderwa, amategeko n'amabwiriza birakurikizwa. Dukorera KBC Kimihurura, waduhamagara cyangwa ukatwandikira kuri nimero ya telefone ikurikira 0788 90 50 90.
Let's take a look into the international news where the Gaza Christian community has marked a subdued Christmas at the sound of the Israel bombardment and the hum of drones from the east of the enclave carried through the night into the early hours of this morning, according to the Al Jazeera team on the ground in the Gaza city.
Let's cut on the African news where the head of an alliance of Malawi, Burkina Faso, and Niger declared that the watch over joint battle must be fought by a large-scale operation in the coming days in a region plagued by the deadly extremism. The Burkina Faso leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, gave new details in his comments after being named the new head of the Alliance of the Sahel states, whose 3 military members withdrew from the West African leader bloc this year, and the alliance formed in 2023. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger are the most affected as the Western Sahara region south of the Sahara has become the deadliest place in the world for extremism, with armed groups linked to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State's group. All the 3 countries have seen coups in recent years and struggled with overstretched security forces. The country leaders agreed in a summit on Tuesday to boost security and economic ties, days after the weekend launch of the joint military battalion that's made to fight the armed groups. It is expected to have 4,000 personnel. Sahel complex security crisis remains very difficult to defeat no matter who is engaged with the alliance, said Waida, the Sahel specialist with the Policy Center for the New South think tank in Morocco. The second annual summit shows growing collaboration among the 3 countries despite the fractured relations and the coup-related sanction from the global partners, said they are placing ahead of the Sahel program at the Conde Foundation. The alliance enjoys popularity among citizens of the 3 countries and is trying to keep momentum going by deepening cooperation beyond close border military operation, Li Zeng said. Turning to the international news, the Gaza Christian community marked a subdued Christmas as the sound of the Israel bombardment and the hum of drones from the east of the enclave carried through the night into the earlier hours of this morning, according to the elders sitting on the ground in Gaza City. Many of the remaining churches across Gaza either scaled back or cancelled Christmas activities altogether, replacing them with small private gathering and the prayers within the church walls, reports Al Jazeera Hani Mahmoud, as there was no true sense of celebration. 14 countries, including Britain, Canada, Denmark, and France, has condemned Israel's approval of 19 new settlements in the occupied West Bank, saying the move was illegal and jeopardized by the Gaza ceasefire a long-term peace and security across the region. Israel inside the war in Gaza has killed at least 70,000 Palestinians and wounded over 171,000 since October 2023. A total of over 1,000 people were killed in Israel during the October 17, 2023 attacks, and about 200 were taken captive. Concluding on international news, the Bloomberg report about Russia's alleged amendment to the United States peace plan for the Ukraine is fake news, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said. On December 24th, Zelensky announced reporters of the 20-point plan that Ukraine allegedly discussed during the negotiation in the United States. The Kremlin and the Russian Foreign Ministry has pointed out that Moscow is not satisfied with the number of provisions in the Kiev plan. In particular, Russia demands the complete withdrawal of the Ukraine's troops from Donbass, Kiev's former leadership of NATO membership, and restriction on the size of the Ukraine army.
As we come to the end, let's go back with the news headline. The mayor of the city of Kigali warns against the reckless behavior as Kigali festivals kick off. On the international scene, Burkina Faso talks of as the chair of the AEC calls for the large-scale operation against extremists. Sound of the Israel bombs, hum of the drones drawn out of the Christmas in Gaza. Thanks for having me. Stay tuned.